to give the floor to the Archbishop of Bamenda, remaining the African continent. He's also known for his strong pastoral commitment, his closeness to the faithful, at a time which is particularly difficult for Cameroon, marked by internal conflicts and social conflicts, particularly in the English-speaking region, of which Bamenda is one of the main cities. As an ecclesial leader, His Excellency Omnia talked often about the need for peace and dialogue in Cameroon, particularly in the context of this crisis, which saw tensions between the central government and the English-speaking regions of the country. His Excellency has also promoted initiatives for social justice and the support of the poorest and the most vulnerable persons in his community. Since 30th April 2022, he's president of the Episcopal Conference of Cameroon. His Excellency is going to talk about the African contribution to the Synod, starting from the grassroots communities and the catechists. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. My own feeling is a feeling of gratitude for this synod on synodality that has taken place within the past 3 years, beginning from the consultation phase. And it is a very beautiful exercise that has taken place in the Catholic Church within these years. And synodality, I say to many people, is an eschatological sign for us that we come together from all parts of the world with different ideas. And what Isaiah says comes true. The lion with lamb at peace, the bear and the calf are together. This is what has happened in this synodality. And I think if we just continue this way, it will be wonderful. And my wish is that practically all of us who are members of, who have attended this synod can go back not just as passive recipients of synodality, but as active ambassadors, because synodality is the way we should go, all of us, the way the church should go. And I believe that synodality is the way forward. Synodality for us in Africa, especially from the community where I come from, is a total rejection of individualism. And it's a call for community living, working together. And this is where it is very important for us, what we call the small Christian communities. The small Christian communities is a complete rejection of individualism, because these communities begin with families, with the small communities themselves, the mission stations, right up to the parish, right up to the diocese, right up to the national level, continental, and then we have the universal level. And I think it is very important for us because within these small Christian communities, everybody knows everybody. We are going through a moment of the boom of Catholicism in Africa. Our churches are full. But our greatest preoccupation with synodality is how to keep our churches full for the future. And the only way we can do this is through synodality. And synodality comes very alive in the small Christian communities because you don't live in anonymity as a Catholic. There is no anonymous Catholic. Everybody knows everybody within their small Christian communities. And this is a very, very big treasure for Africa. The second point I want to bring out is the role of catechists, because the catechists are very, very important and they play a very important role. And this is what is making our churches, for now, still alive, because at every level we have catechists for the small Christian communities, for the mission stations, and for the parishes. And sometimes when we are hearing the problem of participation of women, it's a little bit strange for us in Africa, because our African women actually run our churches for us. More than 50% of our catechists who lead the small Christian communities and the mission stations are women. And therefore, it's a very important aspect for our synodal church that we are together within these small Christian communities, and we are within these mission stations and parishes, and we want to move forward. And lastly, we are a synodal church, and it's the new way of being church. I would say without fear or favor that Africa is the special ground and a fertile ground for synodality. It helps us in peacekeeping because in these small Christian communities, we resolve our matters. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So, synodality